Pranam. Before I begin with my session, let me ask you a question. Why do we work? Simple. To lead a contentful life. Fair enough. But let me show you an image. This is an image of CA mark sheet. And can you see that? The result is failed. Let me tell you that the person whom this mark sheet belongs encounters failure for the very first time. For the very first time in his life, he encounters failure, and we all are pretty much sure what happens to these kind of people. They fell prey to an unwanted situation, and that is depression. Now the question is whether the person is depressed or not. But the most important question is, if an image is brought to such a beautiful platform of ours, then there must be some relevance attached to it. And you all are right. There is. But in order to understand that, you all need to be with me for next 4 to 5 minutes. My friends, हमने अक्सर ना एक चीज सुनी है कि वो बंदा अपने स्ट्रेस को कोप अप नहीं कर पाया एंड ही कमिटेड सुसाइड. और कभी-कभी हमने ये भी सुना है कि a friend of mine is not able to cope up with the tensions he is having in his life and he is seeking medical help. The question is, are we so much depressed or are we not that much competent enough कि हम अपने stress को cope up नहीं कर पा रहे and we are taking such kind of steps? Well, that brings me to my today's topic, and that is importance of physical fitness. You might be wondering, what is the relation between depression and remaining physical fit? As depression is a statement of mind and physical fitness is a statement of body. But, to your surprise, my friends, there is a connection. The definition of physical fitness that states a statement of well-being, physically fit and sound with a stable mindset, creates a paradoxical connection between the two. That simply means that if you are physically fit and stable, then you are not depressed, and if you are depressed, then you are not physically fit. So you see, when you exercise on a regular basis or you meditate to remain yourself physically fit, then the whole universe channelizes positive energy. And we have studied in 8th class that energy is a concept that can never be created, never be destroyed, but only can be transferred. So universe transfer all the positive energy in our veins and we get pumped as we achieve our tidbits targets of every day. Like जिਵੇਂ कहते हैं कि मैं आज 30 पुशअप करने हैं तो मैं 30 करूँ. तो जिਵੇਂ कहते हैं मैं 30 चिनअप्स करके जाऊँगा तो मैं 30 चिनअप्स करके ही जाऊँगा, and I feel confident whenever I complete my tidbit targets. And this brings me to the very first importance of our physical fitness, that it says it channelizes positive energy in you. So it's my very fourth, I repeat that, it's a very fourth positivity of physical fitness, that is positive energy. I hope you don't find any difficulty in going reverse chronological order. So, suppose you are sitting in a room, or suppose I am giving this presentation in an absent-minded format. Like I will be thinking something like this, and then I will be telling you. Or suppose you are sitting in a room and your superior is dictating something to you, and you are not paying attention to it. Some kind of thoughts are occupying your mind. Or else you might be thinking about that red sari your girlfriend has worn to impress you up. Or might you be thinking about that sweet taste of kheer which your mother has packed you in the lunch. And suddenly your boss says, Mr. X, would you like to answer my query? And you are bluffed. You are stunned. And you are like, sir, I was listening, but can you repeat? My friends, believe you me. At that very moment, your corporate reputation from here, it reaches here. And you know, that could be dangerous. So, my friend, what I mean to say is, your body was present in the meeting, but your mind was not. But it is not the case when you are physically fit. When you do your exercise, or when you try to meditate, your body is where your mind is, and your mind is where the body lies. So this brings me to the third most important phase of importance of physical fitness, and that is body mind balance. Yes, my friends. So it is body mind balance. I seek your apologies as I'm not very much habitual of writing over the board, so I hope you will pardon my bad handwriting, but I think I'm quite clear with the things. So let me tell you the most important thing about your life. Nowadays we are corporate entities. We all are branding ourselves, and one day or another we are going to face an interview, right? So what forms the basis of our interview? The most important question, isn't it? So let me introduce to you to a gentleman called Albert Mehrabin, a psychologist from University of California. And to our surprise, what he experimented upon is the inconsistent message by feelings and aptitude. And the results were quite shocking in nature. He says that a message one individual passes to other, like the way I am communicating to you, message influences the receiver at three different proportions, at three different categories. So the words which I am conversing to you forms that influence as per 7% of the proportion. And the voice which I am using to communicate to you constitutes around 38%. While the most important, pay attention to this, while the most important aspect of the message influence is your body language, that comprises of 55%, the major stake, and that influences the receiver. So suppose if I am giving you this presentation by swinging my hands or by shivering my legs, I can tell you this thing, you will not feel very much comfortable out here. You will not be paying attention to my words as you will be continuously distracted by my body movements. This brings me to the second importance of remaining physically fit. If you exercise or if you try to remain physically fit each and every possible day, I can tell you that your posture is not only attractive, but it makes you look a better individual. And this is the importance that it helps to create a better posture for your body. So this is the second most importance. It creates body language control. Now my friends, we have talked about the interviews. Now suppose you have been assigned as a boss. You have been selected in an interview and you are a manager of a very reputed organization and around 20 to 30 people are under you. And there's a dodge. The defect is that all these 20 to 30 people are quite lazy in nature. They are compatible, they are capable, but they are lethargic. So they miss their deadlines, they miss their work which they are doing, and this creates a problem because in corporate or in any case in the life, time is money, and I'm sure being disciplined can make you earn a lot. It is often said that a king without discipline is a weak man with all the luxuries in the world, and I'm sure you don't want to be that king, right? Yes. So my friends, being disciplined is an art. I always believe that if curiosity is the mother of all the virtues, discipline is to be the father. And remaining physically fit teaches you. So if you want to remain physically fit and if you want to remain active, then my friends, you need to be disciplined, and I am pretty much sure that if a person is disciplined in one phase of his life, he will be disciplined for each and every phase. So this brings me to the very utmost importance of remaining physically fit, and that is being disciplined. Being disciplined. So my friends, the segregation, that is another thing. But the aggregation of all these importance not only help you to be a better corporate, but helps you to be a better person. It can make you a better corporate, it can make you a better boss, it can make you a better subordinate, and what you call for. Believe you, my friends, believe me, and I can prove this. Do you remember the very first image I showed to you in my presentation? Yes, that mark sheet. Do you want to know whom does that mark sheet belong? Can you see the image? Yes, the whole story was mine. And I was the person who attained such a beautiful manner, generous, and everything because of these importance. I paid attention to my physical fitness. You see, the question was not whether I was depressed or not, but the question was, what makes me stand apart from that crowd and giving you a presentation in this manner like here? I believe that life is a very beautiful journey, a long journey rather, and at the end there lies a very enticing view, a mesmerizing one, and we all are heading towards that at our own pace. But it's up to us whether we want to reach at that point tired, exhausted, and filled with negativity, or whether we want to reach at that point healthy, wealthy, and wise. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.